I'm Brickard again. This is Shantae again, and Battle Tower is about to happen. Battle Tower is the home of Barracuda Joe, and therein lies a fun little story. He's going to let me in because I've got a passport. And, yeah, I'm ready. I'm fine. Ret-2-Go. Barracuda Joe is, the first time I played this game, I just thought he's kind of a funny little NPC guy. I had completely forgotten that I was the one who actually named Barracuda Joe, because in the original Shantae, it's like you had this area of the world right outside of Watertown, and it had these little fish that jumped out of lakes, and sometimes it was really difficult to tell where they were going to be located when you were jumping, and so I constantly ran into these assholes, and I kept calling them, like, Barracuda Joe. So they picked up on that, and then they just named an NPC Barracuda Joe, and I had completely forgotten about the Barracuda Joes. Well, the first time I played through Risky's Revenge, so it wasn't until after I had already finished the game that I realized, oh yeah, Barracuda Joe, that was one of mine. So that's kind of a fun little addition that I made to Shantae history here. Now, if you have played the DS version, you'll notice that Battle Tower is a lot easier. They give you a lot more of these little clocks, which add to your time up there. I don't know what happens if the timer runs down. I don't think I've ever actually let the timer run down. But you kind of don't even need the big clocks, really. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever let it run down. I don't think I ever have, because... Well, then again, I never come through here without the Mega Super Pike Ball. That would just be silly. Why would you do that? Just look at this thing. It racks up all the kills. And these guys drop all the gems. Thank you. Now, if you come here without the magic fill, like I had to do because I didn't have a whole lot of gems, it is entirely possible that you'll run out of magic using the Mega Pike Ball in every single room. That's kind of a big deal, but hopefully it won't happen to me. Usually there's enough little magic refills and hearts and things in these little side refill room areas to facilitate all the Mega Pike Ball you want to use. And the correct answer to that question of how much Mega Pike Ball do you want to use is always all of the Mega Pike Ball. Somebody dropped a magic jar up there, which I used. Thank you. Turn that off now so I don't waste it all. The only thing that I think it's kind of cool that Battle Tower is not like a real dungeon. It's just like this time trial thing with all these little battle challenges. That's kind of cool, I think. I kind of wish there was a boss at the top. Like, I don't know that you want to fight Ammo Baron exactly, but I do kind of wish there was some kind of struggle at the top of the Battle Tower outside of what there is. I can kind of understand why there isn't, but, you know, we don't always get everything that we want. And really, that just comes from a desire to see Shantae have more cool boss fights than it has, because it is kind of slim on the boss fights, which is too bad, because the boss fights that it does have, I think, are really fun. And I've actually been here so long that my music just ran down and started over. The music doesn't loop seamlessly on this version either, I guess. And this is the level with all the night guys. It is insane how quickly everything dies to the Super Mega Pike Ball. Like the other magic spells you can get in the game, and you need to buy the other magic spells because you need them to unlock upgrades and things. But they just do not compare to the Super Mega Pike Ball. Like, not even close. Like, I don't even know why you would want to use, like, the Fireball spell or the Thunderbolt spell or anything. They just don't make any sense. Look at this. This is awesome. I did a minimalist run once where I beat the game getting as few items as I possibly could, which means no Pike Ball. And, it was really, really flippin' difficult. Like, it was so hard. And now I'm out of magic, so I gotta kill these guys with just the hair. You too. Come on, hombre. That's the end of the battle tower. Woo! The other item I really like to have before I come here is the silky hair cream, which makes your whipping speed a lot faster. Alas, I don't have that either. And just to point out the attention to the detail the animators put in this game, did you notice that Shantae's hair actually, like, flowed to one side as she was spinning? That's not the kind of detail you would normally see in these little games. That's too bad. You can run the battle tower again. The second time you go through it, they give you a magic jam, and then subsequent runs through it, I think they just give you piles of gems. I think that's all it's good for is gems, but it takes a long time to run battle tower, and I kind of don't need the stuff out of it anymore. So we're going to move on. Magic jar right there is always happy to get. Helpful to get. Well, I guess the magic jar is happy to be obtained by the gorgeous genie girl with the wonderful boobies, but whatever. It was helpful, was what I was saying, because it fills up my magic. And now I can use the pike ball on other things. The rest of this video is going to be dedicated to collecting animal forms. Actually, how much time do I have left? If I want to keep this under 15 minutes, glance up at the computer screen there. Yeah, I could probably swing it. Now, if you go deeper into the desert, there is a warp squid there that will take you back to the fields, but it is kind of out of the way, and I think it's faster just to run back. I don't know that for an absolute fact. I am basing that on pretty much nothing. I do need to stop in town and buy something, though. That'll be fun. Wait, do I? Yeah, I do, actually. I need to buy the fireball spell is required pretty soon here. That's another thing, is sometimes enemies take so long to die, like their stuff doesn't appear on screen, like the gems or hearts, whatever they drop, until you've already left them way behind. It's like whipping those little gremlin dudes is fun, but I don't have time to wait around for them to crash on the ground and evaporate into pickups. What does my magic gem supply look like? I got 4 of them. So I should be able to buy. The other reason to kind of avoid a magic fill is like if you buy a couple packs of these magic potions, that's pretty much all the magic you'll ever need. So I'm going to need this. And I will buy... Oh, I can't afford it. Okay, well I'll buy this. And... Oh, I want 200 gems to buy that, but I can't afford it. That's just too bad. Well, I'll go get this stuff out of Tangle Woods and come back, and maybe by then I'll have 200 gems. With any luck. Back to Tangle Woods. Like, the warp to Tangle Woods should be out here, on this side of Lilac Fields. That would be really helpful. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to get any gems if I don't start killing some of these guys, but oh well. Still can't get the goodie in that little cave. That'll have to wait. Like, I could even warp to Tangle Woods, but even that wouldn't have saved me a lot of time, because I've got to go to the first part of Tangle Woods here. All the way in the front area. Because what happened is, Barracuda Joe was all like, oh, you got a magic seal, that's cool. And Shantae's like, no, this thing is junk, I want a real prize. And he's like, oh, yeah, don't have a real prize. Here, take this, like, rusty-ass key we have laying around. And the key happens to fit this door in the middle of the woods, which lets you into this cave. Which, come on, there we go, is difficult to navigate because there's no buttons on the iPad screen. Like, an iPad with actual, like, game buttons would be a hell of a gaming device, in my opinion. Like, the touchscreen is fine for playing some, like, Mahjong or something, like some Bejeweled. Like, Peanut plays the hell out of some Bejeweled on this thing. I get that, but... They do have Final Fantasy on here. I should probably play some Final Fantasy. I'm, like, honor-bound to play all the Final Fantasy... Every version of Final Fantasy that comes out, I've got to play it. Oh, there's gems sitting there. I didn't get them, though, because my thumb was in the way and I couldn't see them. That's the other thing the Pike Ball is good for, is just clearing out those breakable blocks. And it's another genie fountain. Come here, wonderful naked woman. Give me a transformation power. Perfect. And my new transformation is... the elephants. Our good friend, which we'll remember from the original Shantae. And in addition to smashing rocks, the elephant can charge over these little hills, those little holes, and get me some wonderful gems. The monkey's a little more reliable, though, because he can just grab the edge of the wall. And that's just a heart or something in that jar. That's probably not gems, and that's probably not gems. And we can crash through this wall now. The elephant and its amazing feminine eyelashes, which I suppose makes sense. I don't know if it's faster to charge along the ground with the elephant, or faster to walk with one of the other forms. But it's more obnoxious to do that than it is to simply walk. These are Roddy Top's brothers. And I'll just bottom line this for you. They're like, hey, you know what? We're going to help you get into the last Baron's place, into the last dungeon. But first, you got to make us some coffee. Shantae's like, wait, what? Coffee? Really? No, that's the fetch quest you have to do here, is make some coffee. So there's 3 ingredients to the coffee. But you'll see, like, this fetch quest is actually not... like, stupid and boring like most fetch quests are. Which way do I have to go here? Oh, first of all, I've got to go this way and get my heart holder. So I'll do that first. Because you're going back to the game world, but you're going through the elephant monkey powers now, so there's, like, new places you can get in almost every area of the game. Now I can come to this screen and break that rock and get in this cave. And there's a heart holder in here. Yeah, Shantae can climb through there and whip the guys, but that's slow. For some reason, the heart holder is not a silhouette. I don't know why. Everything else in this cave is really dark and shadowy, but the heart holder was bright and shining and a beacon of life and love, etc. Oh, I want my faster hair whip. I better have 200 gems by the time I'm done with this little excursion. Okay, this is Tanglewoods 3. I think. Is this where I want to be? I can't tell. Nope, that's not where I want to be. I want to be the next level up. I want to be up here. Now that I have elephant form, I can murder that jackhole. Good night, sucker. And this is where all the evil hair crows live. I think I want to go all the way to the end of here, actually. Like, seriously, these guys are a pain to dodge. Like the little poison-spitting guys. I don't know why, it's like their projectile blends into the background a lot sometimes. I have trouble seeing them until it's too late. And because Shantae doesn't know anybody who owns a coffee machine, she has to find one laying around the wilderness. And that rock is something that we cannot get yet. We need more stuff. We are actually coming up on my time limit mark, but I will get one last item in this video. If for no reason other than to rub it into all the people who actually can't make videos longer than 15 minutes because I'm way cooler than all of them. I'll run past you. And run past this place. Oh, I don't have 200 gems either. Maybe there's 20 gems in here. That would be nice. It would be real nice if it was 20 gems in here. There's not going to be 20 gems in here. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, this room was made a lot easier in the iOS version. I'm going to jump in the hole anyway, though. I don't care how easy they made it. You guys can make your game super easy. I will still find a way to screw it up. No, because all these platforms didn't used to exist. You actually had to jump from chain to chain, which is a little bit more difficult because you have to hold up to climb the chain. Coffee beans! And then, of course, you can just jump in the hole and waste a heart to save the time coming on out of the cave. And since there's nothing left to do in Tangle Woods at the moment... Actually, I think it's Tangle Forest. I keep saying Tangle Woods because I don't know what I'm talking about, I guess. You have to die? I've got to get some gems. There's no way I want to go into the next area of the game without having my faster hair whip. Come on, one more little cat dude. There we go. Thank you. That's what I wanted. So the third ingredient we need for coffee is rotten egg. And we know who has rotten eggs. Our dear friend from the original Shantae. Actually, I was kind of surprised at Sky's character in Risky's Revenge, because it always looks like she's mad. It looks like she's always upset. And she's like really snarky and kind of passive-aggressive in all her dialogue. Like Shantae asks her for a favor right here, and she's all, yeah, well, you're pushing the bonds of our friendship, Shantae. It's alright, being all catty. Yes, Shantae needs help using the coffee machine. She can't do it on her own. And there's supposed to be rotten egg in that. And of course, Shantae already rottened up one of Sky's eggs. Which is kind of disturbing if you think about it, because Sky's eggs, I thought, like, they were her warbird eggs, weren't they? And, like, Shantae deliberately ruined one, and then Sky puts it in coffee? That's kind of crazy. Let's run back to the store real quick. Buy my silky hair cream that I want. Because that's about how fast I can do my hair right now. Hair cream. Yes. Yes. And now... quite a bit faster. We got more stuff to get in the next video, so keep watching, okay?